Hey guys, what's up? It's Jenny. Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be me answering your guys' questions about online school. Ever since I posted my online school morning routine, a lot of people have asked me about it and wanted me to make a dedicated video talking about it, so that's what I'm doing today. And comment down below if you think the audio quality sounds better. If you have me on Snapchat, I talked about how I bought a lav microphone, which basically clips to your shirt, so you can see it clipped right there. And I don't know, it's trying to improve my sound quality because I'm slowly putting money into my channel and my equipment to make everything better. So yeah, I hope it is better. I mean, this was like kind of a cheaper microphone, but you know. So if you want to hear your questions being answered, then go ahead and keep on watching. But make sure you click that subscribe button down below and subscribe if you're not already. I would love to have you join the family and give this video a thumbs up if you like it. It'll really help me out and know that you guys appreciate my videos. So yeah, give it a thumbs up and let's get started. Okay, Beauty Girl 77 asked, is it difficult and why did you switch to online school? I have basically been in public school all of my life. This is my first year doing online school or anything like this. At my school, you had A days and B days, and on A days you would have a certain set of classes, and on B days you would have different classes, except for your first class and your last class were always the same every day. So on my A days, I had basically all of my blow-off classes. All of my classes were just easy, so I would be on my phone all day, I would like sleep all day, and I was just like really chill, and I never wanted to go to school on A days. I started like kind of skipping school and just not being motivated to do anything. Sorry if you guys hear sirens. I don't know if the mic's picking it up, but something crazy is happening on the highway by my house. Uh-oh, I hope whoever that is okay. I never saw the point of going when I could be at home filming videos or working on other things, and I just felt like it took up so much time of my day, and I was just wasting all of that time, like the 7 or 8 hours that I was at school. And like my B days were kind of harder, but I still had blow-off classes on that day that I just wouldn't do anything, and everything was just easy. And I didn't see the point. If you guys don't know, I don't want to go to college. I want to go be a special effects makeup artist. I have been blessed with being smart, like not to toot my own horn, but I'm pretty smart. I have a 4.0 unweighted GPA. I think that's like unweighted, which means I make all A's, and I am in AP classes because, as I said, like I'm smart and my mom kind of makes me take them. But yeah, it just wasn't really important to me. And then there was actually an incident where I got in trouble for cheating. If you guys want a story time on that, I'll let y'all know. But basically the school handled it really inappropriately considering like what happened. And it really ticked me off, and it ticked my mom off, just like the way that the teachers were treating me and all of that kind of stuff. So that was kind of like the push that let my mom say yes to me doing online school, as well as I am a competitive cheerleader and I do theater a lot at a community theater, and everyone that I know there is pretty much homeschooled, and so they never really had to worry about like being late to rehearsal or coming straight to rehearsal from school, and all of that was kind of stressful. So yeah, those are kind of all of the reasons why I switched to online school. That was like really long and rambly, so sorry about that. But based on whether it's difficult or not, it really depends on how you manage your time and as well as how smart you are. Like, to do online school, you have to be able to teach yourself. And if you do struggle in normal school and you don't make good grades, if you don't make like at least B's, I would definitely say don't do online school, because if I didn't know how to teach myself things, I would be failing. But right now I'm making all A's in all of my classes just because I'm smart. Like, I don't know how to say it any other way. Aubrey Searbaugh, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say your last name, said, can you do it at any time of the day, and is it as long as public school? It depends on the school you choose. I know with K-12 that you do have to log in a certain amount of days and for a certain amount of time because it's public school, and public school is like based on time. But the school I picked, you have 26 weeks, I think it is, to complete an 18-week semester. So they basically give you like 8 extra weeks. Is that right? Yeah, 8 extra weeks to finish your like semester. and so you can do it anytime you want. And is it as long as public school? It really depends on how much school you do that day and how many classes you're taking and whether you're taking AP or not. My school, I'm taking AP Physics, AP US History, and pre-AP pre-cal, and my pre-cal work can take anywhere from an hour to 2 hours per day if I do like the lesson for the day, you know. So it really just kind of depends, and like AP Physics tends to take a little bit more time, but then like English I can knock out in like 15 minutes. So it just really depends, and it also depends on how much school you're doing a day. Right now I'm trying to get 2 weeks of school done per week so I can finish up this first semester and then go back to doing just a week of school. But when I was doing just a week of school per week, I would spend anywhere from 4 hours to like 7 hours. So again, it just depends on how much work you have that day. Maria Marquez, I'm totally terrible at last names, sorry, said, is it more fun and do you miss hanging out with your friends? There's definitely pros and cons. Like, one of my favorite things about online school is that I don't have to spend my whole day cooped up. Like, I can go to the gym and work out, and I can go dog sit, which is basically what I do now. I am basically a dog sitter in my like community. So I dog sit all the time. I used to work as a lady's assistant and all of that stuff. So I definitely like the flexibility of it. And do I miss hanging out with my old friends? I actually still hang out with my friends. I, like, no offense to them if they're watching this, I was pretty surprised that I kept contact with kids from school because I really thought that they were just gonna kind of ignore me, but actually me doing online school has brought us like closer in our friendship, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I kind of do miss seeing everyone every day. Like, when people would post on their Snapchat stories like funny things from school, I kind of miss that. That was like the fun part of school for me, the social part. But to me, the social part is not worth it to go back and just sit and do that and kind of get like looked down upon on teachers, because this is going to sound so weird, but low-key the best part about online school is that I can wear my pajamas at home and I don't have to put on a bra every day or makeup or anything. Like, I can just look like a total bum and it doesn't matter. Kylie Drew asked, what program are you in? I am in North Star Academy. It is like the #1 ranked online school. So that was kind of why I picked it, as well as, since I said earlier, you don't have a set time when you have to do school. And it is a Christian school, so I have like biblical influences in all of my coursework, which isn't like that important to me. I'm not the most religious person in the world, but it is kind of cool because at my school you have to take a worldview class. So I'm definitely learning more about like my faith and all of that kind of stuff through it. But the thing is, if you are going to do online school, it is kind of expensive depending on the program you pick. Like, my school, you have to pay per class, so I have to pay for the class, and then I also have to pay for like textbooks and all of that kind of stuff. So it can definitely be more expensive than public school because public school is pretty much free. So definitely keep that in mind as well. Alexa XO asked, is it still easy to maintain your friendships with friends you made in public school while taking online school? It honestly depends on the effort of both sides. There are some friendships that I've lost just because I don't go to school and they were just kind of like school friends that I just saw at school and didn't hang out with. But as I did say earlier, my group of friends have become so much closer now ever since I did online school. And so yeah, it just depends. If you still want to be friends with people from your school, you're gonna have to make the effort to text them and say, let's hang out or let's do this. Like, I still went to football games even though I didn't go there anymore because I just like football games. But that was just kind of my decision, and it's a little awkward when you show up to like school things and you see people and they're like, you don't go here anymore. And I'm like, yeah, but I used to, so suck it. Not really, but. Emily Wellman asked, do you ever get lonely now that you're in online school? Also, is it hard to get help when you don't understand something? I don't really get lonely just because like I have my cats at my house and my sister works retail. So sometimes she's home when I'm home and we like talk, go to Starbucks together. And as well as I do have friends that are homeschooled because my theater is mainly full of homeschooled people. So sometimes I go and hang out with them and we do school together and all of that kind of stuff. So I don't really get lonely, as well as I'm still in cheer, so I have cheer twice a week and I go and see people at cheer. So yeah, but I definitely think if you're not involved in activities outside of school that you're gonna be lonely, and online school might not be the best decision for you. My mom was really worried about my social interaction when I told her that I wanted to quit school because she didn't want me to be like a homebody, but I'm really not. I go out every weekend pretty much with my friends, and I do cheer and theater things. Is it hard to get help when you don't understand something? Not really. My school, you can Skype your teachers, or you can just send them a quick little Skype message about stuff, and they usually respond pretty quickly, as well as with my curriculum in pretty much every class. Every week we learn a new thing, and then they have a discussion board, and you can put if you need help and what you need help with, and you can like post a picture of the problem, and then the teacher will answer you, or like another student will. So that is really helpful as well, that they have that option. And you can really just Google stuff. That's mainly what I do, especially for physics, because you can find a lot of awesome things online that'll help you learn stuff. But you are going to have to put in a little bit more effort to learn stuff, and it can be a pretty big adjustment. And looking back, I definitely kind of regret switching my junior year, because your junior year is typically like your hardest year of school, because you have like SAT, and then you don't really have pre-AP classes anymore. Everything else is pretty much AP. So yeah, it's pretty hard, and you're like prepping yourself to apply to colleges and make yourself look good. But like, as I said, I don't want to go to college, so I don't really have that problem, but you know, that could be an issue. Magical Maddie asks, what classes do you take? I take American Literature, which is basically like English, and then I take pre-AP, pre-cal, because I am a year ahead in math, and they didn't have regular pre-cal, and I haven't taken a pre-AP math class since freshman year, and I actually dropped that at the semester because my teacher was just not good, and we didn't vibe, and I didn't learn well from him. So yeah, but it's actually not as hard as I thought. AP Physics, which is death. Did I already say AP Physics? No, I didn't. Yeah, AP Physics is the worst thing of my life. I wish I had done regular, but the only thing with online school is you can't really drop your class if you don't like it. Like, I had an option to drop it after 2 weeks, but then I would have to start from the beginning with the other physics class, which is partially why I didn't do it, and I had to buy a whole new thing of supplies. So yeah, dropping a class isn't really an option. It's more expensive. Like at my public school, if you were in AP class, you could drop at 3 weeks, or you could drop at semester, but I don't have the option to drop at semester, so that kind of sucks. And I'm also in AP US History, which isn't that hard, except for I just do like chapter summaries pretty much. So AP US History, it's really just reading, and then I write all of this crap down and answer questions. So that kind of sucks because it does like take up some time. And then I am also in health, because I didn't take health at my regular school, but health is only a semester class, so I'll be done with that as soon as I finish. And then I'm also taking worldview, because it is a required class with my school that you take one worldview class. So yeah, that is pretty much all of the questions. A lot of the questions are like repeating, which is why or they're like different variations, or I've already talked about them, which is why I didn't really answer a lot of questions. But I hope that this really helped you guys make a decision about online school, whether you do decide you want to do it. But it's definitely a really big decision, and take it very seriously. I don't know if I said this, but the best way for me to stay motivated is to really try and wake up at a decent time, which lately I've been terrible at. But yeah, try and wake up at like 9 or something, and then write out all of the school that you want to do that day, and really stay off your phone, which can be very hard as well. And also YouTube kind of did influence my decision as well, because I'm really taking this seriously and I really want to grow my channel. So that was also like influencing my decision. Sorry, just like totally went off random. But yeah, definitely assess your situation, take it seriously, really look into schools, and make sure that you are picking the right one for the school experience that you want. Okay, sorry if this is like shaky. This is on my iPhone, but I just thought I would show you guys what my school looks like. We do school through a program called Buzz, and right here I just have all of my classes, and this little bar shows my progress. As you can see, I'm not that far in AP US History, but I'm pretty far in English. Same with worldview. I'm so far behind, as well as it tells you like my grades. So as y'all can see, they're pretty good right now. And then you scroll down and you can see like what I have already submitted and all of that kind of stuff. And then on the side, there's a to-do list, but this isn't that accurate, so I kind of ignore it. As you can see, I have a lot of worldview stuff to do. And then you can also go in here. This is the like progress thing. And I'll just like pop into a course so you guys can see kind of what like my course load would be for 1 week. Let's just go to week 13 because that's the week I am on for English. So at each week, most teachers give me a task list. So I go in and I look at the task list. Okay, so it gives you your objective for the week. And then over here it has assignments. So day 1, current event assignment, worldly wise, which is basically like vocab. And then day 2 to 4, read page 307 to 332, questions on page 332. And then day 5, discussion, and then more worldly wise assignments. So that is 1 week in English. Again, English is one of my easiest classes, so I don't have as much work. But yeah, and then that's pretty much it. Okay, I also want to show you guys something about tests real quick. I'm just in pre-cal, and this is my week 13 test, which obviously I'm not at yet. I just finished week 12. But before you start, it tells you like what you can use, and your parent is supposed to watch you take the test, and then you submit your work depending on the class. Since this one is like multiple choice and it's math, I have to do all of my work out on another piece of paper and submit it in a document. And then if I try and click start, I have to enter in a password, which you get the password from your parent, and they're not supposed to tell you it, and they just like enter in the password and they watch you take the test so that you don't cheat and all of that kind of stuff. I don't think anyone asked about how you take tests, but here it is in case anyone was curious, at least for my school. And some of them have time limits, but most of them don't, but they do like time how long you take. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I love y'all, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.